Assignment of contract. It's in your book. Very simple. Don't even have to go. If you're going to sign a contract, that's probably the form you want to use. I think anybody can read that and understand it. Behind that, however, is the almighty affidavit, memorandum of purchase and sale. That one you definitely got to understand, because that is the most important weapon in your book there. If I get a contract with Amy on her house here, I'm going to go home and probably fill out this affidavit and go down to the courthouse and record it. Affidavit says, Amy and I have a contract. Of course, if I get this contract with Amy, I got to get it with Dave too, don't I?
If you're probably married.
If you're married. If you're married, yeah. If you're married, if they both own the house, I'll know it because I'll see some kind of evidence that there's the deed or mortgage or something with both their names on it. That I need to get the contract signed by both of them now. Now I'll go down and I'll record this affidavit. Now they won't even know that I'm doing this. Basically it says that I got a contract with them. Their legal description is at the bottom of the page. I'll fill it in. I'll sign the agreement. It says that we have a contract dated today. It also says that the closing will be on whatever day the closing will be. And then it says that a copy of the contract will be can be had by calling Ron LeGrand at my address with my phone number right on the affidavit. The world can contact me very easily if they want me. The legal of her property is at the bottom. I will sign it as the affiant. I am holding up my hand and I'm swearing that I have a contract with Amy. That's all I'm doing here, swearing that I have a contract. I will get it notarized and witnessed. Well, what are they witnessing and what are they notarizing? My signature, not Amy's. Amy doesn't even know I'm doing this. And Amy never will know, as long as she's willing to abide by her contract. Because if she does what she said she was going to do, I'll never have an occasion to tell her. However, if Amy gets some investor to come along and give her a better offer after she signed a contract with me, and she decides she wants to sneak around behind my back and sell to that investor, when will she find out about this affidavit? When the title company for that investor goes and checks the title, they'll find this, and they will be calling me to find out what's up, because my phone number is right here on public record. And what will that do to Amy's sale? It'll kill it, dead in its tracks. At which time I will now get Amy's attention, won't I?
What if the title company doesn't find it?
If they don't find it, you're SOL. You lose. Could you sue the title company? Yeah. Will you? No. Could you sue Amy? No. You could, but you won't. It ain't worth it. Go find some more money. Go find some more. Instead of crying over spilled milk, go milk another cow. Yes, Diane. Do I have to disclose what? I ain't got nothing to do with this. You have to disclose that on your contract, your purchase and sale agreement. No, this just says that do you feel like doing that on this one? You can, but I don't think I'd want to. Where does Amy sign? Point it out to me.
Sure, why not?
You're the buyer. You're the affiant. Well, perhaps. I can't think of anybody who would call me that I'd trot down and bring them show them my contract.
If you're going to buy this in a trust, you still use your name on this?
Yes. What do you use? Whatever name the contract's in. Yes. You see it? Ain't that just neater than peanut butter? Huh? The seller does not even... See, I used to have a memorandum of contract, which I get the seller to sign, but then they wonder what the heck I'm doing here and cause problems. This, if the seller don't know about it, and they do what they say, they'll never know about it, and I don't have a problem. And this is just as strong, by the way, as a memorandum of contract. It'll stop the deal cold, in its tracks, if the title company picks it up when they check the title.
How do I know this?
How do I know this?
Is this as good as a memorandum of option?
This is better than a memorandum of option. Yes. Yep. Yep. And sometimes they'll give you a hard time, sometimes they won't. They cannot stop you from recording this public document if it's properly executed. Some areas they don't like for you to, but they... so far, I've never had a case... I've had a case where they refused to do it. But so far, I've never had a case where they ultimately didn't do it. You just go and get the boss and then you make them explain to you what law says I can't record this document that is properly executed to go on public record. You have a problem with that in Tampa? Anybody done in Tampa? You have a problem with that in Orlando, Chuck?
Yeah, some of the counties we have had, what we did on some of them was change, use a similar document, but instead of for purchase and sale, we just used the affidavit and memorandum of agreement concerning real property. And
that's a good idea.
Basically the same thing until you read it. They just didn't like the title of it.
Oh, good. That's good to know. So change the title. In fact, you could say just affidavit and memorandum of agreement. Couldn't it? Look at the first line. An agreement for purchase and sale of real property described herein. Okay? Doesn't matter what the title says, does it? In fact, you can do it without a title if you wanted to, probably. Nothing's going to stop me from getting recorded if I want to record it. They're going to have to show me the law in the law book that says I can't record it.
How did he say change the title?
He's, I don't know. What did you say? Affidavit and memorandum of agreement concerning real property. That's good.
I didn't understand about the name if you're buying it in a trust and you have a trustee.
I haven't bought it yet. Trustee has nothing to do with it. Don't put your trustee's name on here. Whatever name is on your contract, put that on here. I usually put my name on my contract. I put my name on it. Or sometimes my corporate name, but I don't ever put if you've got a different trustee other than yourself, for gosh sakes, don't put their name on the contract as buyer. No, if there's any litigation, they get sued. Use your name on the contract, and then if you're going to have a different trustee, you have that trust created at closing and let that trustee then come in play. Besides, you can't sign for somebody else on your contract. You're going to create a mess if you do that. Only when you are the trustee do you put as trustee on your name on your contract. Then how do I put it in the trust? I haven't had any problem with that, whether I'm trustee or not. I have the right to put a property in a trust. Now, of course, some closing agents don't know that, but I have the right to put property in a trust. Now, I'm telling you right now, if you're buying properties from some government agents, they will not close in any way other than the name that's on the contract as buyer. You need to know that. If you're making an offer from HUD to HUD, whatever's on that contract, how you're going to close. Period. So what I've done to solve that problem is that I use my corporate name on the contract, and I'll physically close in my corporate name if I have to. But there's rare cases where you can't tell the seller who you want to put in there as the grantee.
So if you don't use a corporation and you want to do a trust?
The answer to your question is put whatever you want on the contract and tell the closing agent how you want it to close when it's time to close. Period.
So Ron,
Yes.
this is going to throw a flag up to the title people that are doing search on
What's going to throw it? Oh, this? When they find this? Oh, this is better than a flag. This is a bag over their head.
Exhibit A, description of real property, with the address and the legal description.
Sure, you can do that.
You have to have a legal.
If you don't have the legal on here, you've accomplished nothing. They do searches by legal.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Yeah, got to have the legal. You leave the legal off of there and you've done nothing. You've accomplished absolutely nothing.
The address won't be restricted.
No. Public records are indexed by legals. Yes.
After you close, is it necessary to remove this or?
No. After you close, you don't do anything until somebody wants you to do it. Suppose that you are going to allow your seller to back out of the deal for some reason or another, and sometimes that'll happen. You just sign whatever they want you to sign. Usually that's going to be a quick claim deed. Most of the time when I record this, I don't do anything to counteract it. I just close. And they don't ask me to. Sometimes, however, they want me to sign a quick claim deed, which I'll do. On the other hand, who determines whether they're going to sign it or not? You. Who's in control? You. Who decides whether you want to let them out or not? You. Could this be a weapon in the hands of an unscrupulous real estate entrepreneur? Yes. Couldn't you go out and get contracts signed and then back out of them and record this thing and still be in control? Yes. How do you think I found this?
Some attorney did it to you.
Some sleazebag disbarred attorney used this on me. After I bought the house, he didn't have any right in the world. I didn't have anything to do with him, never even met him. And he knew I closed on the house before he even recorded this because he had a contract with a previous seller, which had long since expired. I knew of the contract, but I knew it was expired. So I goes and buys the house, then he records this. Now would my title insurance company pick it up? course not. It didn't exist when I bought the house. He recorded it after I bought it. So I get the house repaired and I get ready to sell it. And guess what they find? This. Guess who lost control that day? Me. I'm getting ready to sell this house and now I got to deal with this bum. I hire an attorney because he wouldn't even talk to me. He didn't want to talk to me. He knew it was me, see. He did this on purpose because he knew I was going to have to deal with him. And I think he just wanted to teach this smart guru a lesson. Of course, at that time I wasn't a guru. But I had a reputation for being a real doer, you know. He certainly taught me a lesson. Anyway, I hired an attorney to sue him. We got him to court. And the judge looked at his old contract and said it's not a frivolous lawsuit. He's got a right to sue. We got to go have a hearing on it. And my attorney looked at the judge and says, Your Honor, how long do you think that will take? The judge says about 8 months. Now, I'm sitting here with a buyer ready to buy this house that I got money invested in to repair and sell. And I got to wait 8 months to go to trial. Do you think he knew that? Okay. So I looked at my attorney and I says, what's plan 2? He says, we'll go negotiate. So my attorney went outside and negotiated with him, come back and said he wants $1,500 to relinquish this right now and kill this case. I said, you mean this scumbag knew he's going to lose? Now, when he got to the trial, would he have definitely lost the case? Certainly.
Or probably.
You mean tell me I got to pay him $1,500 when I know I'm right, when I did nothing wrong? I said, what are my choices? He says, well, we can go to trial 8 months later, and I'll need a $5,000 retainer right now. I said, well, that plan sucks. So, in other words, if I write him a check for $1,500 now, by the way, how much is your attorney's fees up to date? He said $2,000. I said, it's going to cost me $3,500 to get out of this anyway I do it, isn't it? He said, that's right, but that's the cheapest way. So I had to rule with my head, not my heart that day. And I'm telling you, I can't remember it ever being madder. And I was furious as I was writing out that check to that man. That's my cholesterol went way up that day. I was writing out that check, but I had to do it. I didn't have any choice, did I? And I'll tell you one thing, I learned a lesson that day that was worth far more than that $3,500. And that's how to take control and make sure that it doesn't... I can't stop that from happening to me, but I can darn sure make it happen to somebody else who wants to back out of a deal. Anyway, I found out this attorney done this 7 times prior. Didn't close on any of them. Just used that affidavit and settled with all of them.
Did you ever get him back?
No, I will get him back someday. I will get him back. As far as I know, he's still doing it. He's disbarred now. They disbarred him. He wasn't an attorney, really. He's a real estate investor.
That's what he's doing.
I will get him back. That's right. See, he could go file his own lawsuit. He don't even need to hire an attorney. He knew what to do. In order to get it notarized, what do you need to do? You sit in front of a notary and say, I'm signing this. Notarize it.
You don't have to put in your contract.
No. My notary is notarizing my signature, isn't he? By the way, should all of you be notaries? Yes. Should your relatives and friends and close associates be notaries? Yes. All you got to do to be a notary is tell your insurance company you want to be a notary. You'll fill out the form, send in the fee, and you're a notary. That's it. That's all there is to it. I have 3 notaries in my office. Yeah, your insurance company will get you the paperwork to be a notary. It don't require a bond in most states. Authorization to release. If I'm going into a house and I'm going to take over a loan, whether I'm taking it subject to or I'm going to assume it, you must get this signed. If you don't get the seller to give you permission to get information concerning their loan, you won't get information concerning their loan. I want their signature and I want their social on it. This is a blank authorization, basically gives you permission to get any kind of information on them, even a credit report. Don't forget to get this, or you'll have to go back and get it. Yes. This is only if there's a loan involved. Now, if you're buying a house for cash, you don't need this.
You can't notarize your own document.
No, you can't notarize your own document, and neither can your family notarize your own document, unless they have a different last name. Except Pennsylvania.
Related anyway.
You can't notarize your own documents. In fact, I believe, I'm not sure, I don't know if that's illegal or just against the rules. Probably illegal. In fact, yeah, somebody could sue you and have a case against you if they have damages and you notarize your own document. I don't want you to get in all that crap. But you can have even your partner can legally notarize your document. That about does it for contracts.